Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Human Paladin. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are back in Stranglethorn Vale once again. We're going to be picking up right where we left off with the Emmett Nessingwary quest lines. I think we've got some normal Stranglethorn tigers to kill, and hopefully we should find those right to the south. And with that, let's get started. We'll have the Young Panthers quest to turn in, and this should work out perfectly for us if we can take care of the tigers on this side of the river, because the next Panther quest and the first Raptor quest should be pretty close to each other over by the Blood Scalp Trolls. All these regular Stranglethorn tigers are definitely going to prove to be a bit more of a challenge. Definitely going to deal a lot more damage, so let's be careful not to pull more than one. But I'm confident that we can get through it. I think if we can get through the next Panther quest and Raptor quest, I think that'll be a pretty good time to switch the zones up a bit again. But I'm trying to see where we can actually go back to, because I feel like it's kind of, as far as green quests go, it's kind of all over the place. We can go back to the wetlands for a quest. There's one quest in Thousand Needles and one quest over in Darnassus / Ashenvale. I'm not sure what our options are from this point forward. We're in our 30s now, so I guess we have zones like Desolus that we can investigate further. And I suppose the Arathi Highlands, too, is probably on our short list. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Stranglethorn Vale, so I definitely want to break up that time a little bit by hopping around. And just like in the previous episode, I made sure to record these back to back because it is so quiet today in Stranglethorn. It's kind of bizarre. It is usually never this quiet. There's always somebody around. Even on lower population servers, I know this is hardcore obviously, but you know, it's normally pretty packed with people that we have to fight over for quest mobs. But it's been very smooth so far for the Nesingwary quests. And I definitely want to keep that momentum going. Beyond the next round of quests for the Raptors and the Panthers, I think that'll be a good stopping point though. And we'll wait to return to the Nesingwary related stuff until we're a bit later into our 30s to make it a bit easier. Phalanx Spalders of the Boar. Spirit and Strength. Interesting. I'm sure nobody would want that even if we could sell it. Speaking of shoulders though, since we are in a level 30 to 40 zone now, I'm hoping that we can finally get an upgrade for that slot. The pair of shoulders that we're wearing right now are the only pair that we have ever seen, which is crazy. And they only require level 16 to wear, so I'm hoping at this point we can find another gray shoulder piece to replace this. The last tiger we needed, which is perfect. So we're going to go head back to Nesingwary's camp. We'll turn these in. Let's avoid the Curzon compound for now. I think I'm going to wait until we're 35 to come into that area. I think that should be a better level range for us. And well, we have made it back to the main road, so that's good. Jump down the hill here, we should be fine, I think.
What can I do for you?
Off to a good start, Sedalian.
Be careful.
Now you're ready to turn it up a notch. If you want to prove yourself worthy of socializing with the likes of these big game hunters, you'll need to prove that you can kill 10 panthers. Those big boys are tougher. They're not as easy as the young ones you were killing earlier.
Go with honor, friend.
What can I do for you?
Okay, I am impressed, Paladin. You are progressing quite well.
Be careful.
Now I'm going to take the stakes on you and truly test your skills. Prove to me you can kill 10 Elder Stranglethorn Tigers. If you can do that, you'll be ready for your final challenge before I declare you a Master Tiger Hunter in Master Nessingwary's presence. Elder Stranglethorn Tigers are not only the most difficult to find, they are also the fiercest to defeat. I think I'm going to leave this quest alone for now because it's going to take a little while before I want to actually work on that. We will be coming back to the camp periodically anyway, so as long as we hold on to one of the quests in the camp, you know, we'll always have a reason to come back and pick up the others. So for now, we've got the quest for the raptors from Hemet himself, and then we've got the next round of panthers to kill. So for that, we're going to be heading closer to the troll ruins on top of this hill here in northern Stranglethorn, where we should be able to find both. This is typically where competition starts to get really fierce amongst players. I feel like this whole section is pretty tough to get tags in, but we will see how we do. Oh, we just went right through a camp. Yeah, let's just keep running for now. Didn't realize we were that close. Saw one of the panthers we needed down below. I'm going to quickly check up here first, and I'm not seeing too many. So this might be a little bit more contested. Got one right here we can start with. Yeah, this is where we're going to be. Lots of regular Stranglethorn Tigers up here. It's almost as if we could have just come this way and kind of dealt with them here. I don't think they share a spawn point with these panthers, but I could be wrong, I suppose. Normally both the tigers and the panthers are constantly being killed up here, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. See a dead panther down below, but this is another entrance that we can use to this hill area. So I might be able to find a couple more down there. Luckily, if we run out of panthers to kill in the meantime, we can always go just a little bit further west, and then we can start taking on those raptors. Looks like the normal Stranglethorn Raptors are going to be around level 34, hopefully 33 as well, which I guess falls more in line with the Panthers and Stranglethorn Tigers we just took on. All these types of animals tend to deal lots of damage, but we seem to be taking it quite well. I'm going to circle back here a little bit, try to pick up some more panthers if I can. There we go. The raptors are definitely a little bit easier to find more of. There's not as many players going after them typically. I do not remember there being this many tigers on this side. This is more than I've ever seen before, in this area at least. Alright, we just need one more panther, then we can move on to the raptors. Alright, perfect. And we'll take on our first raptor. Sometimes these raptors are accompanied with some little ones. So we'll have to be careful of those poles because that's going to be pretty dangerous. And while the attack speed of the raptor is less than the cats that we are dealing with, which should make it easier for us to use our healing spells if we need them, like right now, they hit like freaking trucks. It's about 2.5 times harder that they're hitting us compared to the tigers or the panthers. It's quite a big difference. first time in a while that we've actually had to sit and drink. I suppose I should be doing that a little bit more often. I really want to get rid of these melon juices and fully switch over to the sweet nectar. We haven't been using the bandages either. We should probably be doing that as well. We have so much silk that we could still be utilizing, so I spent a little bit of time away from this character, so I kind of forgot what we were using, but those bandages should make us a little bit more efficient and put out a little bit more damage. And who knows, it may be time soon to pick up that Seal of the Crusader and potentially start using that as well to deal some extra damage. Just 2 more raptors to take out, and then we'll turn those 2 quests in. And we'll get back to the camp, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. I think we'll save some of the other quests that we have currently in Stranglethorn picked up for a later date. We gotta start thinking about where we want to go back to. I kind of want to see what's going on over in Arathi Highlands next. I think that might be fun. I don't know if we're ready for anything that we can find in South Shore quite yet. It feels like it's going to take a while before we are ready for anything in Alterac. But I don't know, maybe the Murlocs along the coast in Hillsbred wouldn't be too bad. Go. Should be all set. Let's go ahead and turn those in. And then I think we will hearth back to Menethil Harbor for now. We might have some time to take on the Necrosha's Gambit quest where we have to take out some of the Dragon Maw catapults. I think when we do, we get a quest to take on Necrosh himself, I think that's his name. But I think he might be an elite enemy of the Dragon Maw orcs, so might not be able to take him on either. You know, I never noticed the Zeppelin crashed into the tree over there. You know, part of the interesting things that I've stumbled upon with this character is just simply looking up, like at ceilings and stuff. I feel like you miss kind of a lot. But it's interesting how much effort goes into stuff like that. Blizzard really, at one point at least, put a lot of effort into places that players don't typically see or interact with, which I find interesting.
Well met.
Perfectly executed, Sedelian.
Light bless you.
Now the hard part, yeah, so this one we might leave alone for now. Let's turn in the Raptor quest.
Well met.
Nicely done, old chap.
Safe travel.
Now let's step up the challenge and see if you're up to it. Venture into the jungle and bag yourself 10 of those bloody lashtail raptors. Let's see what you've got.
Keep your feet on the ground.
That one we will pick up, just so that we know to come back to the camps. And we're not filling up our quest log too much. So let's use our Hearthstone to get back to the harbor. And then I think we've got some time, so let's work on that catapult quest. Should be one of the only things remaining for us in the wetlands. And we get to see a bit of the wetlands one last time, so I guess that's nice. Even though it's not my favorite zone. It's still nice to get plenty of variety in when you can. Yeah, we made pretty decent progress. We're about 2/3 of the way through level 34. Which isn't too bad for Stranglethorn. And if we can hit level 35, that will be quite the milestone for us, because I believe that's going to be my personal best record for hardcore, at least on this channel. The mage, I believe, made it all the way to 34, and is still alive, technically. But let's hope we can push well past that with this paladin. Should be approaching the entrance to the Dragon Maw encampment shortly. And then we'll have to keep an eye out for those catapults. Sounds like we need to find one. The quest already says it's complete, so I guess we just have to kind of interact with one. It's going to feel nice working on level 27s. As opposed to the level 33s and 34s that we've been dealing with this episode. Definitely want to go back to taking out some green enemies from now on, just because it's so significantly easier. And a lot faster. We'd probably be much better off doing that. testing the aggro radius here, and it seems like we can get away with a lot against these level 26s. We'll just stick to the hills until we get deeper into the camp. Right now we've just seen like caravans, I think, for the most part. No catapults yet. Yeah, I can see the dot on our mini-map actually, which makes sense since the quest does say it's complete. These catapults are definitely surrounded though. This is going to be a little bit tricky to work through. We'll just pull one at a time. We'll do our best at least. Looks like we pulled the warlock anyway, but that's okay. I think we should be fine. Let's actually attack the skeleton now. Let's just get rid of him right away. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a cooldown here. Now that the skeleton's down, even with two of them on us, it feels like we're healing more than we're taking damage. Which is pretty impressive with a Seal of Light. Oh good, Curse of Weakness, we're dealing even less damage than we already deal. Exactly sure where I have to click. I guess it must be that first catapult. Let's see, I might be able to get close enough without pulling that summoner. No, I guess not. Or swamp runner, I should say. Like this is a different type than what we've seen before. Alright, finally. The first catapult is before you. Will you set it aflame? You place some of the tinder on the catapult, then strike a spark onto it. Flames erupt and quickly spread. Now that the catapults have been burned, find and kill Chieftain Nekrosh. Bring Nekrosh's head back to Captain Stoutfist. Got some cool weapons to earn. Yep, elite level enemy, and it is a yellow quest, so not something I'm interested in doing today, but let's actually take a look, because he's probably down at this end over here. I just want to scout out the area and kind of see what it actually looks like, so that if we do decide to do it at some point, we'll know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. We've got Dragon Maw Shadow Warders over there. That's a different enemy type than what we've seen so far. I'm assuming he's surrounded. That's my guess. Dragon Maw Centurion, that's a different one as well. But they're all still very low to us. They're all still very green. Shadow Warders cast shadowy bolts that deal tons of damage, as most casted abilities do. Yeah, 128 is pretty gross. Not something I typically want to deal with. Yeah, this camp is pretty infested. Chieftain Nekrosh is level 32. Luckily the aggro radius is pretty good here too, so I feel decently safe. It looks like you can pull him by himself though. Like if you're careful, I feel like we would have a decent chance at doing that. Maybe not. Maybe that swamp runner is going to hit us no matter what. Getting a little bit too close here. Looks like we can probably come in through the back too. Maybe we can't scale this. I'm just curious to see who we would pull if we actually pulled him. And I guess also how much damage he does as well. We should be able to escape pretty easily if we have to. Find out. We'll try pulling him the best that we can. We'll see if we end up picking up that swamp runner. But since that swamp runner is like 7 levels lower than us, I'm hoping that like maybe we just get lucky and just pull in the Crosh. Let's wait until he's in a little bit better position. No, we definitely pulled the swamp runner. Hitting us for about 78 apiece. So we would have to take out the swamp runner first, for sure, I guess. Use the bag of marbles here. I just want to see if we can drill through this swamp runner first. Okay. No, yeah, we don't have a chance. Well, I think we can leash the swamp runner at some point if we absolutely had to. Luckily, they have a very short leash, it looks like. But also, I don't know if we could have a way of getting back up that hill if we ran down this way. Because otherwise, you don't really have anywhere else to run. So that's a little tricky. But in any case, I think we've done enough for today. I think that quest is definitely doable at a later level, though. I think that's going to do it for me for today, guys. Not sure where we're going to go in the next episode yet. I would like to go to the Arathi Highlands, maybe. But I'll have to take a look at our quest log and figure out where to go. In the meantime, as always, I appreciate you all so much for watching. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.